My name is Dan Shaw, and I'd like to talk to you about global weirding and citizen science. It's how I build my curriculum as I work as a science teacher. It's also how I involve over 5,000 students across New Mexico in the Bosque Ecosystem Monitoring Program, an effort to study this riverside forest with its cottonwood trees and its exotic species like this salt cedar, and try to figure out the changes that are taking place within this landscape on a small scale, so we can look at a larger scale of what's taking place in this ecosystem and on a global level. If you look at the time of human evolution across this planet, things have been, after we've left the Pleistocene and the days of the mammoth, across this 10,000 years of the Holocene, things have been pretty stable. When we look at here, that stability allowed us to emerge with agriculture and civilization and monotheism and things like that. This part, as we move across these last 2,000 years, this is where agriculture takes place on my home watershed, the Rio Grande. And then European contact back over here within these last 10,000 years. This is where we start to see the massive changes that take place on the river that we study here with our Bosque Ecosystem Monitoring Program. But what I do is I have kids look at simple things to understand complex ideas, like a simple plastic cup buried into the ground, and then a few bugs that might fall off a tree, a larva from a salt cedar beetle or an ant from the ground. We're able to tell what ecological changes are taking place, and in this changing environment, what does that mean? What sort of resilience will we need to have as a species to survive in the next 10 or 50 years, let alone the next 10,000 years that take us into the next experience?